Ladies and gentlemen, our last speaker tonight is Jennifer Jones. She is currently a trustee of the Rotary Foundation. She will be our Rotary International President in the year 2022-2023. She was the Rotary International Vice President in 2016 and 2017 when John Germ was the president. She is presently the co-chair of the End Polio Now campaign to History campaign, End Polio Now Countdown to History campaign. And lastly, she is the woman that is the love of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jennifer Jones.
Well, that's quite the introduction. I don't get that one every day. Anyway, I just want to first and foremost thank all of the people who have been presenting on this call. Your spirit, your passion, your drive to get us across the finish line is nothing short of extraordinary. And that golf tournament with Jack Nicklaus that Nick just referenced, that wouldn't have happened without the artistry of John Germ and how he was able to put that together. Now, I have to say, and I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone on the call, because I'm going to switch gears here a little bit away from the emotive into the practical. And the surprise that, like I say, will probably not shock anybody. In high school, I was a cheerleader. Shocked? I think not. And so what I want you to do is I want you to get out a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper. And if it's far away from your computers, don't stray, just listen. But I want you to write down 4 words: host, write, W-R-I-T-E, share, and view. These are things that we need to be thinking about right now as we embark on World Polio Day in just a few weeks. Now, in terms of hosting, last year, we hosted over 5,900 events as an organization across the globe to promote World Polio Day. Not only did it raise critical funds, but it also raised absolutely critical awareness for our efforts. We had notables from all of our polio ambassadors who weighed in and added their voice to all of our social media, which turned into literally hundreds of millions of people who understood what we did because of that extended presence that happens through all of their different networks that they bring to the table. So host, that's the first word. What I want to do is challenge each and every one of you to think about what you or your club can do in the lead up to World Polio Day to support our efforts. It's not too far away. You've got a couple of weeks. You know better than I do. If you want something to happen fast, what do? Ask a Rotaractor. They don't form a committee. They just get it done. So I think my challenge to you is, what can you do for World Polio Day with your club members? Dedicate a meeting. Have some sort. I know we're limited by what we can do in terms of things because of COVID, but we can do things that are creative and outside of the box, just like Nick talked about. His club has a great polio fundraiser that doesn't even involve a single stitch of time from any member of his club. They do pizza for polio. They engage, because we're in different clubs, they engage local pizzerias. They provide them with stickers that explain what polio is. They ask them on their slowest day of the week to be able to provide them with XYZ percentage of their proceeds. And you know what? It ends up turning into like $2,000 to $4,000 just because people order pizza on that day. It's a slow day. They drive business to them, and the owners say, you know what? Thank you. We would love to give you some of the proceeds back. And so it's things like that we can think about that are just a little bit different. So that was the first one, host. Write, that was the second word. What I want to challenge you to do is I want to challenge you to write to your local government officials. I want you to thank them for the commitment that they have made to providing funds for our efforts. I know that we have people from all over the world who are on this call, but most specifically, we have North Americans on this right now from our home zones. In Canada, We have been working hard with our government and our international development minister, Karina Gould. I've met with her along with others, with Wilf Wilkinson, who is on the call. Hey, Wilf, shout out to you, buddy. And we've met with her. And just a few months ago, the Canadian government came through with $190 million for polio eradication, because they understand what it means. They know that we're in it to win it, and they are helping us get across the finish line. The United States government has come forward in just even more magnificent amounts. But what we need to do, because it's one of the most incredible bipartisan initiatives of our time, it crosses party lines. We need to say to them, thank you, because it's the children who are going to win, the globe that is going to win. Polio is not. And that's the message that we need to make sure that we get out to them. So regardless of your political affiliation, and I know we're a non-political organization, write to your local politicians and say thank you. Ask them to help you write an op-ed piece for your local newspaper. And that's part of the next word, share. There are so many tools that we can go to on endpolio.org, a whole polio world, End Polio Now toolkit that you can access that will give you news releases, templates, everything that you could possibly want to make a people of action ad that you can put under your social media. And I want to encourage you to use things like hashtag #EndPolio, hashtag World Polio Day, or if you're tweeting at @EndPolioNow. These are different monikers that we can use in the social media world that when we all use them, it amplifies our voice. And the final word is view. On October 24th, we want you to watch our World Polio Day update live. But I have a secret weapon for you right now. If you register, RSVP your event before October 15th, you will get a downloadable file in advance of that you can show your club at any time. It's kind of a secret VIP thing. And if you want that, all you need to do is go to endpolio.org, register your event, no matter how big or small. Have an event for 2 people in your house. That's an event. You know what? Tell your friends and maybe they'll make a donation. So do that, go on and get that early access to that event. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is a very special announcement about a new fundraising mechanism for Rotary. And this one is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen, for our organization, quite candidly, across the board. How many of you, and I'm going to ask for the virtual hand up because I can't see any of you right now, but how many of you have ever seen a virtual fundraiser for one of your friends on Facebook? Yep. How many of you have contributed to said friend who asked for something on Facebook? Yep. Probably a good majority of us. Well, I want you to Google Raise for Rotary. It is a new fundraising opportunity that has just launched. Right now, the only way that you can do it is through North America, and it is going to expand to the rest of the world in the very immediate months to come. But you can go on there right now and you can create a fundraiser for End Polio Now. It's very easy. Believe me, it navigates you through the whole thing really, really easy. Raise for Rotary. And you know what? If you just put it out there and your friends and family happen to give you $5 or $10 or $20, imagine if we all did that. You know what? That's really going to add up. So my challenge to you is to host, to write, to share, to view, and to go and find Raise for Rotary. I hope that you will set up some kind of fundraiser. I know that I'm going to do it and challenge my friends to support our efforts. And ladies and gentlemen, I just thank you profoundly from the bottom of my heart for what it is that you do. You logged on tonight because polio is something that's important to you. It's important to me. It's important to all of us who have participated in the call tonight. And we are not going to end until we cross the finish line. And you know what? It's in sight. So let's just do it for the children of the world. Thanks. And I'm going to turn it back over to Nick.